Namibia Unity Democratic Organization goes as far back as 1964, when it was formed under colonial administration to represent the interests of the Herero people under the leadership of Mburumba Kerina, Clemens, Kapuuo, and Hosea Kutako. Dr. Riruako held up NUDO's legacy for many years until his recent death in 2014. Since then, the party seems to struggle in solidifying reliable leadership. Early last year, the party reacted angrily toward their founding father Kerina's remarks, which included other tribes in the German genocide of the Herero People. Since then, Joseph Kauandenge has showed an interest in replacing President Asser Mbai in the next party congress. Secretary General Meundju Jahanika has also been accused by some NUDO leaders of misusing funds late last year, and the party can't seem to shed a reputation of infighting. With us in studio to discuss the inner party strife of NUDO as well as what the party plans to do with its votes in Parliament is the Secretary General Meundju Jahanika. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to One Exclusive. With me in studio is Mr. Meundju Jahanika, Secretary General to the NUDO Party, the National Unity Democratic Organization. Good evening, sir, and welcome to One Exclusive.
Yeah, good evening. I'm happy to be here.
Very happy to have you.
Yes.
Now, sir, let us look at NUDO. First, let's look at the leadership. Now, since Chief Riruako passed in 2014, a lot of things have been going on. There's been a lot of rumors. Who's in charge of the party now, and what does the leadership structures look like?
Since the passing of the former president, Dr. Riruako, our constitution mandated us to promote Comrade Asser Mbai, who was the vice president to the presidency of the party. So currently he is the president of the party, and the position of vice president is vacant. Because we have this, because you can only elect someone to that position through the Congress, and we felt that there is no need for us to have a Congress, extraordinary Congress, to elect the Vice President, since we have the national chairperson, who is also principal assistant to the President.
Okay. So you guys are waiting for that Congress to take place to elect someone?
Yeah, we are waiting for a Congress which will come next year, in February, where all the party position will be for elections.
And I hear that you are looking forward to that position.
I'm looking forward for the second term of my position. I'm happy to be Secretary General because I'm in charge, nearly in charge of the whole party administration. So if I become Vice President, it will be it's not going to give me tough time. I want tough time. So I will be accused from left to right, doing wrong thing and right things. But I'm happy with this position. So next year come, I will be fighting for second term as a Secretary General.
Fantastic. And let's talk a bit about that, these factions within the party, and you have also been accused of misusing funds and stuff, yet you still remain as Secretary General. So have, these leaders who have had problems within the party members, have they stepped back? What's happened there?
It's true that I was accused of misusing the party funds, and the party, our party constitution allow the members who is having problem to approach the president, so that the president can appoint an investigation committee with a recommendation to him, so that after I receive the recommendation from the committee, take to the National Executive Committee for actions. Last weekend, we were in Shuarongo, where we have our National Executive Committee, where we received the report from the investigation committee, and I was found not guilty of any accusation leveled against me by those comrades.
Fantastic. Now we've looked a little bit at the politics within the party, but let's look at your membership detail. I mean, traditionally, NUDO has been the voices of the Oshe Herero tribes. Now, has things significantly changed over the last 20 years?
I can say 95% of NUDO membership consists of Herero-speaking Namibians, but NUDO was never one tribe political party. As I can mention to you that we had Nama people who have been national chairperson of the party. We have people from Musati region who are members, who are not Herero-speaking Namibians, and there have been a lot of other people who have been other ethnic groups who have been our members, but who are not Herero. So since it started, it have never been a Herero party. It was national party. It was a liberation party. Only it's just like other parties where, for an example, the ruling party is having 95% of one tribe, but there are other parties, other tribes who are belonging to the party. So we are not saying SWAPO is a one tribal party because they are in majority. We say it's a national party. It's just the same like NUDO. NUDO is the national party, and it's still like that.
Fantastic. Mr. Jahanika, what is your party's mandate? What sets your party apart from all the other opposition parties?
Our party originally was established because of colonialism, and especially the genocide of our people, the majority of our members, and because of the land. Our people was killed because of the land, and we played a role in the struggle for liberation. And later, the people who were in charge, they were advised that they should start a political party. That's why NUDO was born, because of that request from international community. They said that the traditional leaders who were petitioning to the United Nations cannot be recognized widely, so we must establish a party. So Kerina is the one who came from America and advised the leadership in Namibia to start a political party, NUDO. That's why NUDO was started. So we are fighting for reparation, and we are also fighting for land, because our people have become, poor because of the land was taken away from them. The land, including movable properties and unmovable properties, which was taken by the Germans. So we want the Germans to pay for the loss they have caused against us. That's why our former president introduced a motion in Parliament which was unanimously accepted by the whole Parliament, requesting the German government to sit face to face with those people who have been affected by the genocide, meaningly Hereros and Namas. So, and then we have also about education. We know that without educated populations, there will be no development. Development will be slow because we don't have qualified people to do different jobs, and especially when it comes to vocational training. Because when you look at Germany and other Japan and other countries, they have more vocational trainers, people who have been trained in vocational training direction who have developed the country. So we also as NUDO, we want in Namibia to establish a vocational training center. If it's not in each region, then it should be in each constituency.
Now, I did say I was done with politics, but let's just quickly touch upon that. Honorable Kerina, at a stage, I don't know if the media reports are true, perhaps you can tell me if they are or not, that the party members were a bit upset with him for including other ethnic tribes in the reparation struggle.
Yeah, it is true, because the resolution from the National Assembly, which was unanimously accepted by all parties in the National Assembly, only mentioned two tribes, Hereros and Namas. So now going around and telling the nation or the world that the other parties, the other tribes should be included there, then it will dilute our resolution, because the resolution says Hereros and Namas. Now you bring in someone else, and then that's why the people have become, angry with him.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's move on from that. I mean, your seat at the moment in Parliament is very valuable. And as the Chief Whip for your party, what are the issues you guys are planning on addressing this year?
As I said, we have land. Land is a problem. If you don't have land, then you cannot develop. You need land. And the land includes all natural resources, including above and in the land. Then we have health issues that we must also address, because when you have a healthy nation, then you have better workers. And then we have also agriculture. Most of agriculture is the backbone of our development in Namibia, economic development. So we want the Ministry of Agriculture to give more attention, especially during drought period, to give to assist farmers to do better farming.
Okay. I'm just going to jump. This question wasn't in our original script, but it's something that, for instance, we've spoken about to the DTA and the RDP. The idea of opposition parties merging to have a stronger voice in Parliament. Do you guys have any specific feelings about that?
We, NUDO, in 1914, 1913 towards the end of the year, we took the initiative to invite the opposition parties to come together and see what we can do, because being different political parties with 2 seats, with 3 seats there and 5 seats there, it will not help, but it will be better if we can come together and form one group, a stronger group, and bring all the resources together and try what we can do, as it happened in Kenya and so on. And then last year, we also sent our leaders, my Deputy Secretary General and President, together with the DTI President and UDF President, to Kenya to go and learn from them. How did they get it right to bring different political parties together? And we do support.
Fantastic, good news. Okay. Now let's, before we end off, talk a bit about your party's challenges. I know that obviously finances is something that all the opposition parties mention. What are your challenges and how are you going to face them this year?
Yeah, you mentioned already, if you don't have financial resources, it will be difficult to go to each corner of the country. But with limited resources that we are having, we are planning to prioritize. There are some regions where we have majority of people, so we can say that we can spend 30% of the resources in those regions, and we spend another 70% in other regions where we don't have support, to try to increase the support.
Fantastic, that's a very smart plan.
So that is the main one, is the financial resources.
We have had people here from opposition parties that said SWAPO slanders them and speaks badly of them, and that's a challenge. Does NUDO see itself on a good footing with SWAPO, or as much as an opposition party can be?
SWAPO is Namibian political party. We are Namibian political party. Our policy is that when the ruling party, doing well, we must, give credit to them. But if they don't do well, we must show them that we are not doing well here, but you're supposed to do ABC. We are always not criticizing only, but we put alternative. So we hope that we are going to continue like that and we used to tell the voters that they have tried for 27 years now, the ruling party. It's the time to try us too.
Definitely. Yeah. Is there any final word you'd like to leave your voters with tonight?
Yeah, they must keep on trusting us as a party, as their leaders, as member of parliament. We are there for their interest, not only for them, but for the whole country. So as you know that our system of representing people in parliament is not on constituency basis, it's on the party list. So each side of Namibia, each place in Namibia is our constituency. So we are going to keep on addressing issues, national of interest, not only good for our members, but to whole Namibia. So when we talk about the health, when we talk about education, when we talk about land, when we talk about genocide, it's for all Namibians. Because if one day Germany decide to pay us for the damage they caused, what we are going to use the money for is for all the Namibians, not only for us. But it was us who have been destroyed by Germans, but when we request the payment will use for all Namibians. We are not going to say if
you're willing to share the fruit.
Yeah, if we build a school there, everyone can come and be part of the school. So they must support us. The other who are not directly involved, they must give us support.
Thank you, sir, for your message of inclusivity.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Guys, that is all from us tonight. You be sure to watch this clip on our social media pages or SMS your comments to 555, SMS charged at $1 Namibian. That's all for tonight. Thank you.